fourth thing is each choice that you make, kind of piggybacking off of what I was just saying, each choice that you make is going to have an effect for your future. Why not look out for your future self? Why not, look out for that person? Because the only person that's going to look out for you in the future is yourself right now. And I think I touched on that in my last video, but it's real. Like, the decision that you make now, like, okay, I'm driving a black car. I didn't decide to drive in a black car today. I decided this when I bought my car a couple years ago. And that's just on a lower level. Like, that goes with everything in life. Like, I decided to move out here. I'm not living in Virginia Beach because I just woke up and wanted to today. I made that choice a few years ago. So those are just some small examples, but the examples of each decision that you make is going to affect where you're at in the future. It's just gonna affect everything. Once you realize that you really can make this world, that's why I like when they say the world is yours, that's what they mean by that. Like, you literally can make your world, if that makes sense. Like, you literally, if I wanted to say, okay, I want to live here and I want to do this and I want to do that, you can do that. You can make your world. And that goes back to some of my last videos saying that life is like a big lagging effect. Like, you can say you want something now, but that don't mean you're gonna get it now. 9 times out of 10, you have to make a plan, execute the plan, and eventually you'll succeed and you'll get that. But that don't mean that it'll happen right then. It's just like saying, okay, I want to get in shape, I want to work out, I want to have abs. Okay, you have to make a workout plan. You have to do the workout plan every day. You have to stay consistent, and then you have to get in the gym, and eventually, you diet and shit, and eventually you'll be in shape, you'll have the abs, you'll have everything that you want. Like, it took a plan, it took a thought. Everything starts with a thought. That's why people just have to think. You just have to think, because your future self isn't that far away. And that kind of goes into my my number 5 point, is that don't understand time. Don't think that it's far away. Don't think that, 5 years is far away, 2 years is far away. And you don't have to plan out your whole life, you see what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to plan for 2035 now. I'm not saying that, but I would say plan for 2024. I would say plan for 25, 26, 27. And next year, when you completed the things for 2024 and 2025, plan for 28 and 29. And then that next year, plan for 23. You see what I'm saying? Like, always be a few steps ahead, because that time is no joke, bro. Like, it's gonna go whether you like it or not. Like, nobody can stop time. Like, nobody can stop time. It's not gonna wait on nobody. It's not gonna wait for nothing. So you have to understand, like, okay, where was you at a year ago? Like I said earlier, like, a lot of y'all wasn't in y'all same situation that y'all in. Or if you is, like, a year just went by and you ain't really made no progress. A whole year just went by and you really made no progress. But you ain't really get nowhere. Where was you at 5 years ago? 5 years ago, I was 18. I was just graduating. I ain't really even know what I was gonna do. I was going to college just to buy me some time to see what I really wanted to do. It was before COVID. Didn't have my real estate license. Wasn't even trying to get one. I was trying to do like Airbnbs and like short-term rentals and mid-term rentals and stuff like that. So my head was in a whole another, space. COVID didn't even happen. I was young as hell. Yeah, man, it's just like, it's different. Now I'm 23, got my own crib, own car, real estate license, and doing stuff that help me in the future. Because I know that these last 5 years went by quick as hell. Like, just take your life and take the last 5 years. Say, okay, 5 years ago, where was I at? And 5 years from that point, that's where you're at now. So these next 5 years need to change. If you didn't like your last 5 years, if you was dissatisfied at all with your last 5 years, if you're not happy with how the last 5 years of your life went, in terms of just being where you want to be, these next 5 years, you need to make up for that. And the older you get, the smarter you get in terms of like working and getting to that point. So don't work harder, work smarter. Like, that's why it's so good to come up with a plan, because that's you working smarter. What are you gonna pass down to your kids? And in 5 years, in 5 years I can have a kid. You see what I'm saying? So like life changes like so much. I can go from the last 5 years being 18 to 23, it going higher, going to the next 5 years. I'd be a millionaire with a kid in a different state. You see what I'm saying? You have to put like no limits on where you can be. It's a thin line between being realistic and having no limits on where you can be. Now I'm not saying I can be a billionaire. Do I think I can be a billionaire in 5 years? No, I don't even think I want to be a billionaire. But do I want to be a millionaire? I say yes, and I say only yes because I can support me, myself, and my family and others. When I say my family, I mean like whoever I'm with and our offspring, like that family, and then others as in like my immediate family right now, like such as my mom, sister, brother, and granddad. I can be able to kind of provide. When I say that kind of hesitantly too, because I don't mean provide like, oh, you want money, okay, you can have it. Or you want a business, okay, I'm gonna help you open it, I'm gonna give you the money to open it. Like, no, but just being able to know that everything's good. Like, and maybe not even everything's good, but it's just a little security. So do I want to be a millionaire? I would say yes for that. And do I think I can reach it in 5 years? I would also say yes. It just depends on you. Like, depend on one, your plan, and two, your grind. If you don't want to be a millionaire, if you want to be a teacher, and say you want to be a principal, can you do that in 5 years? Like, I think you can. And that's what I mean, like, don't put a limit on it. Like, it probably won't take you 10, 15 years to do it. It will if you just think that, okay, I want to be a teacher and I want to teach for 10 years, or I just want to be a teacher, and that's your end goal. Okay, you want to be a teacher. Okay, what about after that? If you're a doctor, okay, you're a doctor. If you're a lawyer, okay, you're a lawyer. Okay, now what do you want to do after that? Do you want to own a firm? Do you want to own a doctor's office? And how can you, I'm going through this little thing, but how can you get there, and what can you do once you're there? I think a lot of people should ask themselves that, like, how can I get to where I want to go, and what am I going to do once I get there? And once you get there, then you'll know what you're going to do next, and then that's when you can plan on what you're going to do after you do what you call it. Like, say I want to be a doctor. Okay, I want to be a doctor. What do I want to do once I get there? Okay, I want to eventually work, and I'm going to work, and then I'm going to own the doctor's office. And so then when you get there and being a doctor, you can be like, okay, I want to own this doctor's office, and I also want to, open up a few around the city or around the state, and have 3 or 4 of them. Or I want to, open this for the homeless, or I want to, do this for hospitals, or you see what I'm saying? So that's just an entrepreneur mindset, and I realize not everybody has that mindset, but it's a very important mindset to have. Like, just because you're not an entrepreneur, it's still a very important mindset to have, because people will want to do something, and then once they accomplish it, it's like they reach the peak of the mountain. It's like, okay, I'm good now. I've done what I want to do, so I'm just here. And you have to like push yourself. Like, yes, it's good that you have goals. You have everything right. It's good that you have goals. You have plans. You're consistent. You're doing everything right. You stayed down. You worked hard. You got to where you want to be. You got who you want to be now. You're your future self. You're 5 years from now. Okay, cool. But life doesn't stop there. You're gonna do that for 5 years, and then what? See what I'm saying? So that's just a little me kind of venting and going off off the rails. But like, that's just how my brain thinks. That's just how I think. I think that's pretty much it, though. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just understand time. Understand that life is short. I know y'all heard that before. Like, life is short, man. It's long, but it's short. Like I said, think of yourself 5 years ago, and think of yourself now. Think about how quick that went by. Like, 5 years ago, COVID didn't exist. 5 years ago, COVID didn't exist, and now we're here. So, the next 5 years you gotta take seriously in terms of, especially if you're like in your early 20s. Even it really don't matter how old you are, but especially if like you were fucking off, basically what I'm trying to say. You could fuck off in your 30s, you could fuck off in your 40s, but if you want to just build something, these next 5 years, you don't need to fuck off. Like, you already did that. You already been outside. You feel me? Like, you already been to the clubs. You already had your fun. You know, like, I'm pretty sure I be seeing everybody outside. I'm pretty sure people done went to Miami. People done went to, you know, wherever, LA, Miami. They outside. We outside. Houston, we outside. All right, now lock in. I'm not saying that you can't go to those places. I'm not saying that these next 5 years you can't go to those places or go out the country or do whatever you want to do, but just make it intentional. Make everything intentional. Make everything like with a purpose. I'm not talking about vacation. I'm just talking about like everything outside of that. Like, do everything with a purpose. Like, okay, yes, I'm working, but what am I working for? When I get there, what am I gonna do? See what I'm saying? Like, it's just doing that. It's just, you know, having a purpose behind everything. So, yeah, man, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate everybody that's been commenting. I know a few of y'all commenting. Actually, let me go there right now because I'm going to shout y'all out for sure, because y'all really motivate me to do these videos. Just knowing that there's people out there that's actually subscribing, actually watching and liking and commenting about, you know, I had somebody tell me that somebody told me that they've been watching me since day one. I appreciate you, bro. Here the name is right here. Exit 9554. I know it's probably not your real name, but whoever you is, bro, I appreciate you for real. Somebody else coming. Let me see. Somebody comment on my third video about what I wish I knew at 18 about money and life. Somebody said, your videos motivated me to save more and spend less. Slime family. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to everybody that's been watching, everybody that's been commenting, everybody that's been liking. It means a lot. I appreciate y'all for real. This is just the beginning. We up from here, and I'll see y'all till next time.